Hey kid, Little Sam here. Are you on your way to the shop? We don't have time to waste. Let me know when you arrive. The client's already waiting.
Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming. I'm John, and this is Car Dealer Simulator. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so we looked at this a couple of months ago, and honestly wasn't particularly impressed by it. But they've had a few months to work on it, and they've been updating fairly regularly. So there's a bunch of new content added, a bunch of new cars. They've cleaned up a few of the issues that they had with it. And I think it's only fair that I come back in and have another look. I also saw that RCE had done a couple of episodes on this, and it looks like it has improved. So, like I say, only fair that I come back in and have another look. So, let's get to our dealership, shall we? Okay, here we are. Here's the dealership.
You took way too long. Good thing you're here. I had to step out and take care of something, but I've got your first job. I found an amazing deal. The client's already on board, so everything's set. See that towing trailer in the yard? Grab it and go pick up that piece of mechanical beauty. You know the deal. It's a chunk of junk. But if you fix it right, we'll pull some cash out of it. Don't waste time. Get moving.
Okay, I'll get moving. Alright, let's get this hooked up. This shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yep, thank you. That's what I'm doing. Cheers. Okay. Can we hook it up? There we go.
Nice job, kid. Listen, the deal with this client is all set. Now we just need to pick up the car. But before you head out, drive over to the station and fuel up your ride. If you get stuck in the middle of nowhere, you won't be much use to anyone.
I've only got a third of a tank. I should be fine. But yeah, sure, we'll put some fuel in the car. Okay, here we are at the petrol station. Sorry, the gas station. There we go. Yep, we can pick it up, put it in the car, and all of that stuff. There we go. I think I can probably remember how to do this. Having said that, I now probably won't be able to remember how to do this. Are you quite happy bouncing up and down there, are you? Cool. Cool. Oh yes, we can set it to autofill and just pump what we need. 41 bucks. There we go. That's fine. And remember to close that. Right, now where are we going? 300 meters that way. Sure. Okay, right, there it is. Let's... I think we just need to reverse up and connect it up. There's no one around to talk to. Whoop. Come on. That's it. Extend ramps. Yep, okay, thank you. Thanks very much. Cheers. Yep. There we go. It's pretty forgiving about that by the looks of it. Right, bring the car to the yard. Sure. Out of the way. Oops, I may have run someone over. Now they're fine, they're getting back up. It's okay. Look at all these people driving on the wrong side of the road. Phew. There we go, that's probably fine driving across there like that, isn't it? Right, what are we doing?
Did you pick up that beauty? Listen, don't worry about the mechanics, but make sure you clean it up with the pressure washer and snap a few good pics. Remember, if it's going to sell, it needs to shine.
Sure, we can probably do that too, can't we? Let's get it on there, drop it off, thank you. There we go, right. We're not going to need that for a while, hopefully. We should be able to drive this car. Now, this was an issue before. It wouldn't register that everything was covered in foam, but I think they've actually fixed that now. So, let's get it coated. I mean, this bit was actually quite satisfying, I have to admit. Up until the point where it stopped working. But yeah, mostly satisfying. Get everything covered. Let's see how precise we need to be. That's mostly covered. There we go. All done. All right, and rinse it off. Yeah, as I say, pretty satisfying, this. Seems to be a lot more forgiving than it was before, at least. So let's get that clean. Again, we'll be reasonably careful with it, but not too much. We'll see how forgiving it really is. So that's a fairly loose covering, and we're nearly done. No, not going to give us that. All right, we'll go a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Now it's shiny. What are we going to do with it? Come on, Sam, I was expecting you to contact me by now. No, we're just going to park it up here, are we? All right. Photo mode. Pull out the tablet by pressing T. Yep, sure. Proper photo so the buyer can see. Sure. Yep, we can do that. I vaguely remember how to do that. Okay. Tablet. Camera mode. Oops. Oh, that's not a bad photo, is it? There we go. And one round the back. There we go. Now what? There's the objective marker. Online marketplace, selling a car. To post an ad, first park the car in the designated area in the parking lot. Done it. Then open the used car app on your PC, go to the Your Ads tab and click Add New Advertisement. Select the vehicle, add photos, fill in details, set the price, publish the offer. OK. Car shop, is that the one? I think that's the one. Yes. Your Ads, New Advertisement, the Apex Motors Vanguard, manage the images. There we go. OK, so market value is 6,715. How much can we get for it? 8 grand. That's still green. We can probably up that a little bit, can't we? 8,250, it goes yellow. So how do we keep it in the green? Oh, there we go. That was easy. We'll just fiddle around until we find the sweet spot. That was it. 8,225. That's the last we can put it in and still keep it green. All right then. Open up the company. Oh yes. Turn the sign hanging on the door to open, close the company. Customers come between 7 and 7 when the company is open. At the top of the HUD, you'll find an icon indicating whether the company is open. You can speed up time to the next day by going to sleep in the back room. Sure. We're 10:45 on Monday morning. There we go. We are open. We only have $450 in the bank. So there's not a lot else we can do except wait for customers. So I guess we'll wait for some customers. Okay, whilst waiting for customers, I figured I might as well chuck my dirty old pickup into the washing station and get that cleaned up a little bit. You know, first impressions and all that. I think we probably want to do something about the rust on it as well at some point, but we'll see how it goes. It's not going to do much for the value of it, I wouldn't have thought. It's probably not worth a huge amount, but we might eventually be able to replace it with something better. Still no customers. I'm assuming we'll get a notification when there's a customer waiting. Okay, let's clean off all of this inside as well. There we go. And Rinse it. Oh, it's actually blue. Who knew? We might want to be careful. The dirt might have been the only thing holding this rust bucket together. God, look at it. It's an absolute piece of crap. Oh, hello. Negotiations. You have 3 attempts to negotiate the car price. Enter amounts in the appropriate field. The number of remaining attempts is visible in the bottom right corner of the negotiation window. The client will react to your offers. Try to get close to their expectations to avoid losing the chance. On the last attempt, you can gain an extra chance by offering a gift. I suspect I can't just yet, but it seems like we have a customer waiting at least. Let me just bring the car around here. There we go. Hello, madam. How are you? Elizabeth, you're offering us 5,737 on an 8 grand car, are you? All right, I'll come down to 8 grand. What are you going to come up to? 6.2. All right. I don't think we're going to meet a decent price, are we? I'll come down to 7,750. That's another 250 off. No. Not worth it. One thing I did notice from watching RCE's episodes on this, if you wait long enough, they will just come and pay the full price. And I think he was setting his prices far higher than leaving it on the green as I've done. So we should have a better chance of selling it at that price than he would. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. We've got ourselves another customer. You look fairly familiar. Anne, you're offering 6.4. All right, well, again, we'll come down to 8. Let's see how far you come up there. 6.4. Go away. Get out of here. Time waster. And another one. All right, Crazy Eye Bradley. You're offering 5.5. No. Go away. Are you going to be any better? No, you're not. I'm not going to waste my time haggling. Let's just wait for someone to come and buy it at full price. You better have a good offer. That's not a good offer. Well, you seem enthusiastic. What do you got? There we go. That's what we like to see.
All right.
Well, kid, you really nailed it today. Did you see that reputation boost after the sale?
I did not.
Keep it up. The higher your reputation, the thicker your wallet. And that's what we're really playing for, right?
Sure.
You've earned your rest today. Tomorrow, I'll show you some tricks of the trade. Remember, early bird catches the worm.
Okay, well, your homespun wisdom aside, sure. To start a new day, interact with the couch in your office. The new day will begin at 7 a.m. Okay. I mean, we do actually have stuff we could do, I think. But we'll follow the tutorial for the moment. So we'll have a snooze.
Hey, kid. Well rested? You know, I was thinking, since you're doing such a great job boosting our reputation in town, maybe it's time to work on our image a bit, too. Did you see that old sign above the entrance? Exactly. It could use a little upgrade. Something fresh to catch the eye.
Sure, we can design the branding for the company. Where are we? Brand customization. All right, so let's have a fiddle with this.
All right, that should do it. I'll wire you some money through MobiCash. Find yourself a good enough ride and make a deal. We'll see how much more we can squeeze out of it.
There we go. Podgers Motors, what do you reckon? Oh, we've got another 3 grand. So we've got ourselves 11.5 grand to get a new car. All right. Open Used Cars app on PC. In the top section, you find a search bar and filters. Use them to view the full car listing. Click on the selected offer to view the details. You can add car offers to your favourites, blah, blah, blah. Sure. Let's have a look. So, NGD Pulse for 3.5 grand. Apex Motors Striker for 2,300. Ooh. A UMX 600 for 3,000. Another Pulse there. Another Pulse, another Pulse, another... There's a lot of these Pulses about, aren't there? What's the comparison here? So that is 1987 with 67,000 miles on the clock. That's 1983 with 150,000 miles on the clock. Okay. Another Vanguard there. I mean, I do quite like these. These are quite nice. Let's, what's that? That's 1989 with 136,000. 8,470. I'm going for a UMX. I like these UMX. Let's see what's the lowest we've got in terms of mileage. Yeah, I think it's going to be the $5,000 one, isn't it? So all the way back up to the top. Where are we? There we are, that one. It is drivable. Where is it? Over there. All right. Let's schedule a meeting for that one, shall we? Meet with the seller and buy the car. I probably don't need to take this, but we will. Okay then, here we are. Whoops. Nearly caused an accident. Never mind. Okay, we'll park up there. That should be fine. Right. It's dirty. It's pretty rusty. Alright. Oh, hello, Joe. Crazy Eye Joe. 5,450. Let's see if we can drop you down on that. Let's say... let's try $4,000.
Oh, no.
Alright, you've come down pretty far there. I'm happy with that. Alright. 4,100? 4,194. Let's try 4,125? 4,142. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. We'll accept that. That's good. We should be able to make a profit off of that, shouldn't we? Let's see if we can actually get it on the trolley first time. Yeah, look at that. Right. Back to the dealership. Oh, try not to crash on the way. Excuse me, madam. Coming through. Okay, right. Here we are back at the yard. It's telling us to bring it into the workshop. All right, well, we can do that. Let's... It's drivable, so let's get it off the trolley here. And we'll pop it in here. Ooh, it sounds ropey as anything.
How's the client? I hope he wasn't whining too much. All right, let's take a look at that beauty and see what needs fixing. There's a scanner on the table. Just run it over and you'll know exactly what's going on under the hood. No BS. Tech doesn't lie.
Okay, well, let's grab the scanner then. Some tools, like the scanner, when picked up, are added to your inventory. Use the tab key to select the tool. Scan the car by pressing E. At any time while holding the scanner, press R to open the last report. Okay. I mean, that was a little bit excessive for picking up a tool, but sure. Okay, what have we got then? Everything seems in, you know, working order at least. Bodywork is knackered. It needs washing and polishing, but we can't polish yet. And it has 2 holes in the exhaust.
It's worth checking the exhaust on cars. Holy ones sputter, and the profit will disappear faster than you think. Grab some repair tape, patch that thing up, and the car will run like new. And us? We'll save a few bucks. And that's what this business is all about.
Okay, well, let's go and grab ourselves some exhaust tape, shall we? Excuse me. Sorry, you okay? You alright? Yeah, you're fine. Okay, right. What were you looking for? Oh, yeah. Sealing tape. See. Oh, there we go. Exhaust repair tape. Items bought in stores or removed from cars go to your inventory. Press the I key to open. I assume that's I and not L. Your company also has a warehouse where you can move items from the inventory. You can also use trunks in cars. Okay. Plate repair kit. License plate restoration kit. Enough for one car. Alright, let's buy one of those as well, shall we? There's my inventory. I only grabbed one of those tapes. That's probably enough. So let's go back and see about fixing up... Excuse me, coming through. Fixing up the car. Okay, here we are then. Mechanical repairs. Park the car in the repair zone. It is. Interact with the car's hood by pressing E. Sure. Right mouse button to rotate the camera. WSAD to move the camera. Enter focus mode by pressing left mouse button on a part. Use right mouse button to go back to the previous view. You can change the tools using the radial menu, holding tab. To find a leak, select the spray tool, hold left mouse button and move the cursor along the exhaust. Once a leak is found, click on it with left mouse button to apply the tape. To unscrew a part, select disassembly mode. Click on the part you want to disassemble. If it is screwed, unscrew all highlighted elements. Sure. Let's have a look. There were 2 exhaust holes. So let's have a look. Spray, 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 spray. Oh, there's one. So we can click on that. Move around this way. And keep... Oh, there's the other one. Easy enough.
Good riddance. But don't fool yourself. It ain't permanent. We could fix those parts, but we'd have to drop some cash on a workshop. Well, we do what we can with what we got.
Okay.
Speaking of, there's a junkyard just outside Winston Spring. If you find some time, check it out. Maybe you'll find something worthwhile there. Just don't mention nothing to the clients, all right?
Sure, I probably won't. Okay, well, let's wash the car then, shall we? I do quite enjoy this bit, I have to say. It is much more satisfying this time round than it was previously. And honestly, I reckon we get better coverage with the spray this time as well. It certainly feels that way. Okay. Cover you up. We definitely get better coverage keeping it at a distance, don't we? There we go. No, we don't want the car scanner. Ah, it was a bit far away, obviously. There we go. And just rinse it off. Shouldn't take too long. I wish... Now, can we do the rust now? Or do we just have to wait for Sam to tell us how to do it? Because I know we can do the rust, because we were doing it in the last playthrough. And I'm pretty sure I saw in the workshop all the stuff needed to be able to do the rust. I say do the rust, I mean get rid of the rust. Should we try?
Kid, that car might be clean, but the rust ruins the whole impression. Now, I wouldn't be as successful if I didn't know how to deal with it. Head back to the workshop. You'll find everything you need to get rid of that rusted beast. Oh, and look for a flashlight on the table. It might come in handy.
Alright, where's the flashlight? There's the flashlight. Thanks very much. Park the car in the repair zone. Pick up the tool from the table by pressing the E key. Hold left mouse button to use the tool. Similar to the washing mode, under the X button is a scanner that will help you finish the job. Sure. Tools can be quickly switched using the radial menu. Open it with the tab key. Remove rust. Sure. Apply putty. Sand the putty. Paint. Sure. Again, a little bit excessive. X button. Ah, there we are. Makes it all glow. Okay, let's start the long and involved process of trying to see the yellow glow on the yellow car. Oops. Sanded a little bit more than we really needed to there. Get off the ladder. Okay, this takes a little while. So I will get this bit done and come back for the next bit. Okay, that's that bit done. So we need to apply the putty now. This is somewhat quicker than getting rid of the actual rust. I just need to sort of smear it roughly where I sanded, and it'll just magically fill in the bits that it needs to, which is nice. So let's get this done as quickly as possible, and then it will be, I think, sanding this down, and then we need to paint. So, I mean, it's definitely not as satisfying as washing the cars, I'll be honest. But I'm pretty sure that later on we can speed this up a little bit. But I think we do need to upgrade the body shop to do that. Which means we have to sort of level up and go through all of this stuff first. Considerably quicker. Alright. This shouldn't be too slow either, because this is just running it roughly over the putty. And as you can see, it's much quicker than getting rid of the rust, at least. So, a couple more minutes and we'll be done here. There we go. And finally, we just need to spray. So, this is going to take a little bit longer, I suspect, because it looks like the nozzle of the spray can is pretty small. Although, again, the further away we are, the more coverage we get. So that's not too bad. As long as we keep at a distance, we'll get through it a little bit more quickly. That's nice. All right. Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty satisfying. Not as satisfying as washing the cars, but still not far off. Certainly seems less like boring grind work than it did previously. I don't know whether that's just an improvement in my mental state or whether they've actually done something to make it slightly better. Certainly seems more forgiving in the bits that you miss off. There we go. So that's all done. I did buy a plate restorer, didn't I? There we go. We'll do that as well. Right. Let's get it on the forecourt. Let's get it photographed. I quite like the low angle shots there. They're quite good. Let's get a bit more of a side-on shot, shall we? There we go. Excellent stuff. And let's get it for sale. Now. Oh, hang on a second. What did we... Right, we paid 4,143 for it. And the market value is 6,680. So we can probably double our money, can't we? There we go. So what will it give us? So market value is 7,000 on there. All right, that's higher. There we go, 8,823. The competition never sleeps. From time to time, you may encounter sabotage from the competition. Try to catch the thug before he causes any damage. To stop him, get close and press E or look for other ways to prevent him. The event can be turned off in settings. All right. Where are you then? Oh, there you are. Have you been interrupted? You seem to be running away. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, alright, okay. Sure, that's fine. I could get rid of the rust on there, couldn't I? I mean, never mind. Yeah, you better run. So when it says find some other way to stop them, does that mean I can, like, I don't know, buy a gun? Baseball bat? Taser? Can I throw things at them? Maybe. Don't know if there's anything I can actually pick up to throw, though, is there? No. Oh, well, never mind. Right. So, our second car is up for sale. We still have $7,500 nearly in the bank. We're not going to get any customers because we're apparently closed. So, let's have a look for a new car. That's ours. A Striker. Lots of pulses. There's a Vanguard there. I quite like the Vanguard. Yeah, let's do that. That's drivable. It's not too far away. We could probably walk to this one, actually, couldn't we? Where is it? 200 meters that way. Let's walk to this one. Okay, here we are then. Here's the car. Doesn't look particularly rusty. There's some spots of rust, but not a huge amount. Market value is $4,500. A couple of holes in the exhaust. Everything else is all right. Yeah, bodywork at 84%. There's not a huge amount of money we'll be able to make on this, I don't think. So we're going to have to try and knock them down. 4,100. Let's try $3,000. You're down to 3.5.
I don't like that at all, man.
What accent was that? Yeah, it didn't come down very far. All right. Let's try 3,250. 3,407. Yeah, all right. We might be able to make about $1,000 on that. Sorry. Right, let's get the little bit of rust that's on here cleaned up, shall we? Because there isn't a huge amount, as I say, it shouldn't take us a huge amount of time. But as I say, we're not also going to get a huge amount of money for it, I don't think. What did we pay? Like $3,500. We might make a couple of grand out of it, so it's not terrible. It all helps, doesn't it? He says. I assume it all helps. Okay, well, this hasn't taken us very long at all. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what we will need to do. I think there was a couple of exhaust holes, wasn't there? He says, probably. Pretty sure there was a couple of exhaust holes. Oh, yeah, there's one there. Oh, and there's one next to it. There we go. I think that was all of them, wasn't it? Yeah, no more exhaust holes. Excellent stuff. Let's take it over here and just quickly run it through the wash. There we go. Again, keeping our distance from the car increases the coverage of the foam, so that's useful to know and saves a lot of time. Lovely stuff. Look at that. Okay, definitely not as bad as it used to be. Just jump up and get the roof done. There we go. And wash it off. There we go. Alright, let's get this on the forecourt. And then we can get an ad put up. And then we can probably go to sleep for the day, because we're not going to get any customers, are we? There we go. like so. Now let's get it advertised, shall we? And we paid 3,408 for it. So let's see how much we can get for it. Or at least how much we can put it on the market for. Market value is 5,000. Alright, 6,285. There we go. Excellent stuff. Right, we will leave it there for this episode. I'm already having more fun with this than I did last time round. As I say, I don't know whether that's because of the little tweaks they've made, but it doesn't seem as much of a grind. I mean, it is still a grind, obviously. Getting rid of the rust is still a bit of a grind, but it's not as bad as it was before. Certainly it seems like they're a bit more forgiving with the car wash. So there's not as many problems there, so you don't have to get every inch of the car covered in foam and then washed off. Yeah, I think whatever changes they've made have certainly improved it from what I've seen so far. So we will come back for another episode. We will have a look at it, see how it improves as we continue. And who knows, it might turn into a series. It depends. If you want to see more, leave us a comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Really does help the channel out. And just join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Car Dealer Simulator. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.